Hello beautiful people, welcome to today's video. So in this video, I'm going to be setting up my faith planner for the month of July. I'm actually going to break this up into two sections because I feel like I should record this part once and then this always be a video that I can refer back to, and then that way I can have some pre-planning done for my future faith planner videos. So I basically just want to start from the very beginning. This is my July spread. Okay, so what happens for my faith planners is for this, I most of the time will white all holidays out. I don't care about any holidays in my faith planner, and I will just have this be a blank slate. And for the topic of choice for that month, I will list it over here, pretty similar to what I have done in June. See if I can show you. So June's topic was temptation, so just some lettering or whatever. And then I will put a brief synopsis of the scripture that I read for that date in each of these boxes. Okay, so an example of that would be something like this. So serving others was what it was for, for February. And then these are all just things that I gleaned from the scripture that I read. So for instance, if we look at, let's see, February 4th, the scripture was 2 Timothy 1:7, which says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity. Is that how you say timidity? Timidity. Y'all, I swear I can read. But of power, love, and self-discipline, which is basically God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and strong mind is another version. And so I put the word fear, X'd it out to say that that is not what we have, and that God has given us power, love, and self-discipline. So that's just kind of what I mean by that, right? So now that I have gotten that out of the way, what I like to do on these pages is I like to cover all of this up with dot grid paper so that it could be used for sermon notes. So I have gone back and forth with the idea of just covering from this up with dot grid and then leaving this for some stickers, or just covering the whole page. I think that for this month, let me just look at my past months really quickly and see. Yeah, so this was the half. Let's see. Y'all, I've been struggling with my faith planner lately, so please forgive me. Yeah, okay, so I believe that I'm going to stick with just doing from this part up, okay? So what I did was I went on Google and did a random just dot grid paper printable, and there are a lot of free links that will come up. If you want the exact link that I use, I will see if I can find it and put it in the description box. But this is just regular dot grid paper, nothing special about it. And so the difference is this one, I don't know if you can tell, from here to the edge of the paper, there's no dot grid, but on this side, there's still that, but it's a smaller difference. So I like to use this part of my paper, and basically all I'm going to do is take one of these pages. Let me see how many weeks I have. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's only 4. Sometimes there's 5 weeks, but there's only 4 weeks in the month of July. So I'm gonna take this and I'm going to line this up with the edge of this paper. And I'm gonna actually take this all the way to the very edge. I used to take it just to right here, but you know, I'm like, I can just punch holes back in it and it looked like completely dot grid all the way across. So that's what I do now. And so I am going to kind of look at where it stops. So on this line right here is where it stops. So I'm gonna cut along this dot grid line. And then if I bring this over, I'm gonna line this up at the top. All right, and just bring this over. And I'm just trying to find the closest dot grid line. I know it's not gonna be exact. So that means I'm going to cut this right here. And so before, I believe my paper cutter like handles one page really nicely. So before I cut this, I'm just gonna measure so I know exactly where to cut on the rest of these papers. Okay guys, so now that I've measured that out, I'm gonna take my paper cutter. Okay, sorry, I had to reach for it. My whole area is a mess. And this is a Fiskars paper cutter. I don't know exactly what type, but it says Blade Style 1 on the back. But it's just a regular old paper cutter. I got it from Joann. So go there if you need one. And I am going to just see where I put my little lines, and I'm gonna cut exactly on that line right there. And I'm gonna do that for all 4 of my sheets. So I'll be back after I do that. Okay, so now I have cut my pieces and I am going to tape it onto my page. So I don't use glue, I use regular, well not regular tape. I use this Tombow tape right here. It says Tombow Mono Permanent Adhesive. Okay, and basically it's kind of like whiteout. You just run it along your page and that's that. So let's go ahead and get to taping. Let's see here. So I just like to kind of double check my work. And as you can tell, it doesn't go all the way exactly to the edge, but that's all right with me. So my goal will be to line it up at this top corner. And because I will be putting holes on this side, I try to be a little bit more mindful about where I put the tape when it comes to this part over here. So I try to bring this, sorry, that was the wrong way. Bring this in a little more. All right, and we just do the edges of the rest. And that's that. So I'll be back after I do this part. Okay, y'all, so I said I would be back after I tape this, but I just realized it's been a couple months since I've actually done this process. So I forgot that I did need to account for the fact that it says July up here after I had already put tape on this one and I had already done this page. So I'm gonna just kind of regroup for these last 2 pages, and the first 2 will just be what it is. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna bring this up right here. Wait, what am I doing with my life? Oh Lord, okay, yes. I'm gonna bring this up right here, okay? And I'm going to see where I wanna mark. I don't like where that is, so let me do it right here and see where it goes. Let's see, okay. So the reason I said I don't like where it is because the line that I would have needed to draw would have been in between these dots. And I like to cut along a line of dots because it makes it easier for me to make it as straight as possible. I do understand that this is not going to be perfect. If you're looking for something perfect, you might as well not do this process. But I don't want it to be janky either. All right, so I'm gonna recut this and I'm gonna continue on with my process of taping my dot grid paper down for my last 2 weeks. All right, y'all, so I have taped down and finished up my pages. The last thing I need to do is do a hole punch because my paper does cover up the punches. So I will re-punch using my Happy Planner punch. It is upstairs, so I won't be doing it right now. But that is the last step. And so just giving a look at the final product before I start decorating. There we go. All right, y'all, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you liked this video and want to see more videos on planning. I do post faith planner videos, budget planning videos, also some tips and tricks of planning and the decoration of my catch-all planner. And I would love to have you all join me in those videos as well. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.